Good morning, everybody. I'm out here at the historic campus. I want to share some thoughts with you that's been on my heart the last week. One of the things that I often taught, I've even taught classes on Wednesday nights about this, is that so often God uses part of His creation to renew us and to refresh us and to restore us. And probably one of His greatest gifts He's ever given us is actually this earth, this creation He's bestowed us, He's asked us to be stewards of. And one of the things that I discovered years ago, although I never could really put my hand on it and understand and put my finger on it, is that I often, when I was out, whether it was in the mountains and hiking, or I was out on the river, or I was out in the ocean, I always felt strangely renewed and strangely restored by that. And I really never could figure it out until I began to study the scriptures. And you read this in Isaiah, you read this in Psalms, you read this all over the scriptures about how God's creation restores people, renews people. Psalm 19:1 says that the heavens declare the glory of God, the earth and the sky proclaim the work of His hands. We know this. This is the reason why this past Sunday, when a good friend of mine took our family out on the river to watch the sun go down, I left on that boat feeling weary, feeling tired, sometimes feeling discouraged, and I came back and I felt restored. I felt full of joy, full of hope. And this is absolutely the reason why Romans 1 has taught us that people can look around and see all that God has created. They can see His divine nature, they can see His power, and they can see what He's created, and therefore they have no excuse for not knowing God. That's certainly what happened this past week with me, that the whole idea of God's creation is not, as many people have erroneously done, to get caught up worshiping the creation, but rather worship the person who created it. And so when I'm out here, I have to say, as I came back on that late Sunday night, really when it was dark, I felt closer to Christ because of it. That's the whole idea. So my hope is, I want to say to many of you that are during this, obviously unlike any time, anywhere I can ever remember in my lifetime, isolated, cut off from people, everything going on in our nation right now. Get out in the wild, get out in nature. As John Muir often said, that we need places to play in, to pray in, because it restores body and soul. And so I want to encourage you to be a part of that, to get out and enjoy what God has given us. And I'm going to leave you with a video I kind of put together, a video I took out in the river, as well as a couple of friends of mine who sent me some drone shots they took over the river. And I pray it will be just a drop in this weary time to restore your soul. So I will see you soon. I'll be out at the chapel this Sunday and across school an hour after that. And so I look forward to seeing some of you. Take care. You're in my prayers. God bless. Bye-bye.